After Spider-Man 2099 finishes another one of his missions across the multiverse, Miguel quickly returns to the future nut, only to be shocked when he comes face to face with his city completely destroyed. Miguel then starts hoping that he just went to the wrong future, and after someone tries to shoot him and he dodges, Miguel pretends to fall unconscious so they'll get close, and he immediately captures the two shooters, now threatening to kill them if they don't explain exactly who they were and where they were. And as soon as the two say they were just looters and that they could take him to their base, Spider-Man decides to release them and walks with them to their shelter, but only to find once they get there that everyone in the base had actually disappeared. But before the three could investigate what happened, suddenly several shooters appear and start firing at Spider-Man when he refuses to surrender. And even though Miguel manages to take down several of them, suddenly a sinister force launches him away and Miguel comes face to face with the future Hulk, also known as Maestro. And as Maestro mistakes him with Peter Parker and asks what he's doing in the future, Miguel tries to play along to avoid being killed, but Maestro immediately notices it and attacks him again. The two then fight for a few seconds, but after Maestro manages to grab Miguel's leg, he starts swinging him around like a toy, and Spider-Man actually almost dies from it, eventually falling unconscious as Maestro orders his servants to bring him back to the base. Once Maestro returns to his castle and throws Miguel into a temporary cell, while he goes back to those two looters and simply crushes them to death just to decorate his nameplate with their bodies, just like the rest of their friends. Miguel realizes he's not alone in the cell when he finds future Doctor Strange trapped there as well. And after he explains to her that the future is wrong and he needs to go back to the past to fix everything, Strange replies that she can help if he frees her from that anti-magic prison. Miguel then tries to get close, but after failing due to being nearly dead, Strange is forced to pull him closer with his webbing and quickly heals his injuries with a painful touch spell, allowing Miguel to break her chains and officially set them both free. Strange then says Maestro has a broken time machine, and Miguel asks her to take him to it to see if he could improvise any fix. And after taking down more guards together and finally reaching the Maestro's relic room, Strange shows him Dr. Doom's time platform and gives him the broken activator for Miguel to try to fix. But just as he adjusts it using a lot of Stark armor tech that was there and manages to get it working, suddenly Strange just starts bleeding out to death, and Maestro reveals he was wearing an invisibility cloak behind them the whole time. But even though he tries to kill Spider-Man too, Miguel shoots Maestro with the nearby Hulkbuster armor, and when he's quickly punched far away, he luckily falls onto Doom's platform and gets teleported to his own time as Maestro seemingly dies. However, while Miguel celebrates having returned and is confused about how he got back to his real 2099 normally, Maestro quickly stops pretending to be dead and thanks the demon that was controlling Strange for that death performance, revealing that the whole thing was actually a big plan to get Miguel to fix the time machine so that he could use it to conquer the Earth in the past.